So in the last session, what we did, just order by clause, and next one is a group by clause we have discussed. And here, one more is there, like a having clause is there, having clause. First of all, let me show you a select star from EM. It will show all the databases we are connecting. And in the employee table, the details are there. We already discussed that what is that group by clause and what is that order by clause. Order by clause means what? Display the details either in ascending order or in descending order. Suppose select star from employee, select star from employee, and here it is order by, simply order by name column. If you give name column, automatically order, alphabetical order, A to Z will come. And here it is by default order by name, ASC, ascending order. But by default, it will give in ascending order. But if you want to display the details in descending order, in reverse, look at this. In reverse order, all the values are coming like this. Order by ascending order and descending order. But here it is the same. Select star from employees where location like Bangalore, where location like a Bangalore. This one. And here it is. Again, we are taking where location like a Bangalore, order by name we are taking. See, only the Bangalore location employees only will display in a ascending order. Same if you want to write it in a descending order, we can. It's an order by clause. And the group by clause also we already discussed. For example, here it is. How many people are present according to their location first. So select how simply we are writing count of star from employee means total how many are there. Total 7 records are there. But total select count of star from employee where location equal to you can write or like you can write anything is a Hyderabad location. 2 people are there. Pune location. 2 people are there. Bangalore location. 3 people are there. But here it is, I'm writing individual queries. Every time we are writing individual queries. How can we write that complete query? Is a simple one. Here it is a select all the queries. If you want to implement, select the location we are displaying and count of star we are displaying from employee. Just group by. We are grouping. Group by location. This one. Group by location. In the same way, in each department, how many people are there? Department and count of star. From employee, just group by department we are giving. Sales department 2, HR 1, IT 1. By mistake, HT is there. Is a 1. Like this. Okay. Now, having clause is there. Having clause. Having clause is a very, very important one. Having clause. So what is that? Whenever we are going to display like a select star from employees. Select star from employee. Here, for example, in each department or in each location, how many people are there? How many people I am going to display? Just group by only, na? Group by. Again, I am writing. Select what is the location and the count of people. Count of people from employee. Group by location. Group by location. It is giving that in Hyderabad 2 people, Bangalore 3, Pune 2. But my requirement is in which location more than 2 people are there. In which location more than 2 people are there. That is my requirement. So simply same, select location, count of star from EMP, group by location, where what you will write? That count of star, where that count of star is greater than 2. You will get error. You will get error. Just a simple important point. Whenever you are using group by, you cannot use a where clause. You cannot use where clause. So what we have to use? Having clause we have to use. Having group by location. Group by location. Having count of star is greater than 2. Look at this. I didn't change anything. Only thing is what? Whenever you want to apply where clause to filter again from the grouping. Here we are grouping. In Hyderabad, 2 people are there. In Bangalore, 3 people. In Pune, 2 people. But again, I'm asking the where, right? For example, a list of medicines are there. List of medicines are there in one medical store. But they just want to order. If something, I mean, if some of the medicines complete, right, they have to order to the salesperson. But how they will check? First of all, they will group everything. Medicine name and count, medicine name and count, medicine name and count, they will group. But suppose if the stock is more than 100 sheets are there, right? No need to purchase again. If, for example, the number of sheets are less than 10, then only they will purchase. Then only they will purchase. Simple. See, in the same way, look at this. Select salary. Now, select, for example, is a location only. Location, comma, average salary we are writing. Average we are giving. Average salary from EMP. Group by location. Location wise, average salary. In Hyderabad, for Hyderabad people, average salary is 28,000. Bangalore people, 33,000. Pune people, 32,500. Again, I want to filter. Only that average salary is less than 30,000. So don't use where. Having average salary is less than 30,000. Only Hyderabad will come. Average salary is greater than 30,000. Bangalore and Pune. Bangalore and Pune. This one. See, the points are very, very simple. The points are very simple. Whenever once you filter the information using group by, filter the information using group by. Next again, if you want to apply any condition, please don't use where condition. We have to use having condition. We have to use having condition. This is what clauses. Order by clause, where clause we already know, it's easy. Having clause and group by clause. And now a very important concept today. That is what? Constraints. What is that? Constraints. What is the purpose of constraints? Where we are using constraints. Constraints are used to constraints are used to apply. Constraints are used to apply. Okay. Apply restrictions. Restrictions while storing the information. While storing the information into database table. Sir, why we need to apply restrictions, rules, conditions? Conditions. If you see one example, you will get. The best example is water table I am creating. Water table of Telangana. State is a Telangana. Consider. Here it is a water ID is a name. Next one is a age. Age. Next one is a belongs to which state. Enough. Only just 4 columns we are writing. I want to create this table. I want to create this table. First, totally how many constraints are there? And how can we apply all these things? How can we apply all these things? Constraints are first one is a unique constraint. Second one is a not null constraint. Third one is a check constraint. Fourth one is a default constraint. Fifth one is a primary key. Sixth one is a foreign key. These are the constraints. These two later. What is the purpose of these two? We will discuss. These are the 4 constraints: unique, not null, check, and default first. Default first. Now here it is. Whenever they are going to enter this ID, what is the rule? Normally, water ID should not be duplicated. Should not be duplicated. Is a 101 allowed happy. 102 is also happy. 103 happy. But 102, no, not allowed. For example, is a null value not allowed. Null value not allowed. Normally, into this ID, whenever you are creating the column, whenever you are creating the column, this one, creating that column, 2 things we need to apply. One is a unique only allowed and a not null. Null values are not allowed because everyone should has ID. Everyone should has ID. Yes or no? Next one is a name. Next one is a name, not unique. For example, the first person name is a Amar. Second person name is Annie. Third person name is also Amar. Allowed, na? But for example, null, no. How the name will be null? Null not allowed. Duplicates allowed because if you consider one state, can have different values. So here you need to apply the constraint only not null constraint is a not null constraint. This is the one we are creating. This one. Okay, now. The next one is, here it is, age constraint. What is a table you are creating? The table, is for voters table. The table is for voters table, voters. Right? Here, simply age must be minimum 18 because remaining people is not allowed for voting. So, age constraint we are writing. The first person age is 19. Suppose 23 is a 31. Suppose 17 not allowed. Is a not allowed. This one is a check constraint. Check. Check. We just write like this. Age is greater than or equal to 18, something like check constraint we are writing. Next one is a state. Every time all are belongs to which state we already discussed is a TZ state only. Is a Telangana state only. Telangana. Then why every time you are writing? Every time simply is a default constraint. Default. Just value. If you give TZ, then automatically it will write. Automatically it will write. No need to collect it back. Is a 1. Okay. This is a 1. This is the constraint. Now here the question is, how can we create the constraints table? How can we create the constraints table? Exactly by applying this one. About the primary key and foreign key, we will discuss followed by. Now, how can we create that table? Create table, voters table I am creating. Side by side you can write, or in the next line also we are writing like this. First one is ID. ID. Which type? Integer type. And what are the constraints? Unique, not null constraint. See, multiple constraints, you just separating with the space only. Comma and all not required. Comma is one column completed, then comma. Second one is a name. Name is a which type? Varchar, variable character, size 20 given. We already discussed. Right? Duplicates allowed, but null values not allowed. So not null constraint given. Not null. Next one is a age. Next one is a age. That is now. So age is a which type? Integer type. But which constraint? Of course, is a not null. If you want to put, you can put it. Because age is also compulsory, na? But here it is the main thing is what? Check constraint. Check. Age is minimum 18. Condition we apply. Condition we apply. That is. Next one is a state. State is which type? Varchar. Suppose is a 20. But default value I want to give. Default value TZ. I'm giving like this. TZ. This is how I'm creating the table. Now observe. DESC. Voters if you write. Voters if you write. This is the one. This is the one. Now look at this. Here it is keys. Null value. ID null value not allowed. Name is null value is not allowed. Only age and state is allowed. And any key is for ID is primary key. Unique key is nothing but primary key column only. Is a later I'll explain. Directly we can use primary key. And default values. For these default values are not there. But for state default value is there. For state default value. In the description you can check more clearly. Now here the question is. Okay. Now what we are going to discuss. Okay, it is created happy. It is created happy. But whenever we are inserting the data, whenever you are violating the rules, whenever you are violating the rules, what type of errors you are getting? For example, insert into voters values. Voter ID is a name. Next one is a age. Next one is a state easy. First of all, I'm entering all values. Next again, insert into voters values 102 is a name, is a 21, again is a TZ. Yes, I just commit and I'm just taking that select star from voters. See, output came. Rules, we are not, as of now, we are not violating any rule. As of now, we are not violating any rule. Now we are violating the rules. Whenever we are inserting first ID, duplicate ID I am going to give. Duplicate ID. Insert into voters values is a 103. No, 101. The name remaining giving exactly. Look at this. Duplicate entry 101. 101 for the key voters ID. Next one is a name null value I'm giving. But see, whenever you don't want to give the value, you have to specify the column names. No? You have to specify the column names. Now here it is. Insert into voters. I want to enter into ID, name, age. That's all. Values 103 is okay. Arin, next one is a 24 I'm giving. Look at this. Is accepted. Is accepted because default one is a TZ. Default one is a TZ. Here we are violating that constraint. Violating 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 here it is unique constraint. Unique constraint. Here it is raises error. And here it is, and here it is, in this case, if you don't enter default value will be stored. Default value will be stored automatically. Default value will be stored automatically. Right? If we don't specify while inserting the record. While inserting the record is a one. Only just violations I am telling now. Violations. Next same here it is age. Age already we discussed. Age already we discussed. Suppose is a not null constraint. Insert into name. Voters ID I am giving. Age I want to give. Age. Values ID and age. Name does not have a default value. There is no default value for the name. So you have to specify. You have to specify is a way. For example, here it is a name and manually we are giving that null value. Name cannot be null. Manually also we can insert, but null you cannot insert. Properly, name you have to insert. Properly, name you have to insert. That is the one. Simple thing. Okay. This is the violation. This is the violation. Name must be given. Name must be given. And name cannot be null. Is a name cannot be null. Is a one. Name cannot be null. This one. Okay. This one. This one. Right.